Hey guys, so I figured I'd take a short video here. She's running again. Still some work to do in the back, but that's a new 3D printed panel with 6 dill block spots. I'm still waiting on this guy to show up, and I've got some wiring to wrap up here, but on the underside are the Arduino controlled relays. 2 of them, indicated by the red, are on right now. The top one, top right, is powering the oil scavenge pump, which you can hear running right there. And then the next one down, with the red wires going to it, that's powering the front intercooler coolant pump for the water-to-air intercooler. So I've got more work to do here to get things cleaned up and wires routed and, yeah, retained nicely. But she's running. And then I've got a temporary display here that you guys have seen in earlier pictures, but just trying to monitor some things to make sure that values are what I expect. Top right is oil pump. Currently it's triggered on. And then the IMAP, EMAP, P2, those 3 values are absolute pressure. And then the intercooler temp and T2 at the bottom, these 2 guys here, those are in degrees C, Celsius, as is EGT. So she hasn't been idling long. But this is just to confirm that I'm getting data that I would expect. Long term, I've got a red screen, 20 by 4, that I'll 3D print a panel and insert in here, maybe with a couple toggle switches, but we'll see. But that way she'll be concealed, and if I need to use her, I can do that and take a look at her. So that's working there. And then, aside from the engine cover up here, everything else engine-wise is all installed and routed, and so obviously I've got the headlight missing here, but this guy's intercooler pump is running. And so you can see maybe in there, I've got some G12 coolant. And if I open up this little valve, that's the bleed hose, and I can confirm that the pump is pumping. And then I just close this valve off, which is this guy right here. And he routes over to the top of the heat exchanger. So that's just a nice little check. I leave them closed normally, but to bleed and to check the system's working right, I can open them up and see if the pump is working. So that's that. Everything else is really working great. I had a little bit of an oil leak from the turbo oil supply back there, but so I had to pull some things apart and just snug up on the banjo bolt a little bit more. That seemed to fix that leak. But she's very close to being back on the ground again and driving down the road. There she is. And sounded nice and mellow from the back. So I'm super excited.